It's April Fool's today, so.
An air horn.
Welcome to the vlog.
Hey guys, we're back again, and if you didn't catch our last video, we talked about a lot of changes and we let the cat out of the bag that we are now in a house.
Which we love so much, but we left out one pretty big change.
And so we'll fill you in today.
To the intro.
You guys aren't the intro, the real intro.
We're not
No,
the
you're-
intro.
Hey guys, welcome to our channel. I'm Matt.
I'm Molly.
I'm Tyler. I'm Jen. And I'm Nick.
And we're Streamin Freedom.
I'm on top of the world, now I'm living. And the good just gets better, keeps on giving. Not even close to the end, it's just beginning. Life is getting lighter while the days are getting brighter, yeah.
So rather than coming right out and just telling you the change, we figured we'd tell you a little story about our family. Actually, the story of our family.
Our family was established in 2002.
On August 31st, 2002.
My mom and dad fell in love.
You're the air that I breathe.
Was that supposed to be us kissing? What do we sound like?
I know we wake up in the middle of the night and we hear that and we're like,
Okay. Okay, I gotta cut in here. One, because the sound is a little echoey, sorry. Two, I couldn't quite get my point across in the original filming. The real place that the story started was a little bit before Molly even showed up in my life. Some of you may have seen my video before about my first wife. So before I ever met Molly, I was engaged to marry a girl that I'd fallen in love with. And she was diagnosed with cancer. So I have more details on the video, I'll try to link up here, but ultimately that was an incredible experience. But there was a moment when she was first diagnosed with cancer when the doctors came to us and told us that because of the chemotherapy and other treatments, we'd never be able to have kids. Now, if you've ever been told that you're not going to have your own kids, there's something interesting that goes on, especially if you're like me and always dreamed of that opportunity. But I trusted that I was supposed to be with Melissa, and so we journeyed forward in the fight against her cancer. We did everything we could, but unfortunately, as I shared before, she didn't make it. So after Melissa died, I ended up moving back to Dallas. Molly came into the picture after I'd gone through this journey of thinking I'd never have children again. And so let's go back to the couch.
Believe it or not, I chased him.
Yeah, him.
Well, it was pretty easy because my dad's pretty slow.
But that's a story for another day.
All right, this whole sitting on the couch all together thing's not going to work. This has taken about 20 minutes to get to this point, so let's break this up a little.
On August 31st, 2002, Matt and I got married. We started our life out on the road, believe it or not, living in hotels while Matt worked in the sewer.
Remember I made that makeshift thing so we could cook outside?
No, I
the
tried to
hotel
forget
window?
all that.
We should have had a camera back then. That would have been awesome.
Yeah,
But we didn't.
We didn't have smartphones.
No, but we finally settled down in Dallas, in the Carrollton area, around 2004.
Yep.
And that's when
I said, let's have a baby.
I wasn't quite sure, but so one day I wake up in the morning, and I usually woke up before her at this time, and she wakes up and she like jumps on me and she's like, "Look, Matt, look!" And I'm like, "What? What are you showing me?" And she's waving this little stick in front of my face, and I'm like, "What is that?"
That means positive?
And she's like, look, 2 pink lines. And I'm like,
No.
Yes.
But it wasn't like a surprise.
well,
We were trying.
we were hoping.
No, we were trying.
Okay. But you kind of hope that, it's going to take a little while.
I came next.
And oh my goodness, you should have seen what a Tyler looks like before he shows up.
Hey, honey, what's up?
Nothing.
What is that big bulge under your shirt? Oh my goodness, it's a Tyler.
Okay, so Tyler got here. Let's talk real quick. Tell him about when Tyler was born.
All I remember is being in a lot of pain.
Oh, she was gonna go natural, and I was like, "There's no way it's possible."
Rude, right? That's why I didn't, because I had no support.
Once I got on board, I was on board. I was on board.
The other 2 came natural.
But then she was like, "No, I want the epidural." So I'm like, "Well, you told me not to give you the epidural. Do you want the anyway?"
And I
too
said,
many
I'll kill
details.
you if you don't.
I feel much better after the episode. Yeah. I can still move my legs, so it was a good choice for me.
Yeah, so we got her the epidural, and Ty showed up. But when Ty showed up, we were all like telling her to push. But then all of a sudden, the doctor's like, "Well, hold on, don't push anymore." And we're like, "What?" And the cord was wrapped around his neck. So here I am. I've gone through this whole journey of thinking I'm not gonna be able to have kids, then losing my wife, and now here I am. I'm about to have my first kid, and the cord's wrapped around his neck, and he's starting to turn purple. And I'm like honestly freaking out a little bit. But the doctor just like calmly told us all, just hang tight, told her to stop pushing. And then he snipped the cord, and Ty showed up. Our first little child. Ty was full of life. He always was laughing and smiling. He was a pretty good kid, except
In the car.
he hated his car seat. Like literally,
It didn't matter if you sat by him.
he
Gave him a
hated-
pacifier.
Yeah.
Talked to him. Played music. Held his little hand. It was just miserable.
Yeah. But we got through the car seat stages, and soon something else happened.
I got pregnant again.
Yep, number 2. Benjamin. Benjamin was on the way, and Ben showed up, handsome as ever, head full of hair,
So much hair.
so much hair.
I didn't know white people could have babies with that much hair.
But he was exciting. 19 months after his brother was born, he was supposed to arrive on December 31st, but he decided to be a little slow, and I missed the tax break for that year. But on 2007, January 2nd, we had number 2, Benjamin. Ben grew up to be a spunky little kid.
And I had him drug-free.
So we ended up with 2 boys. Ben was quite excitable. We made sure he didn't have any dressers in his room. Pretty much it was his bed, and that was about it, so he didn't climb or pull anything over. When was it, like by how many months he was climbing out of his crib already?
20 months.
I have some cool tricks for you. This. And this. What's this? And here's my final last number. And watch there. No heads on the ground. No heads in the shower. No heads.
That's why we waited a little while for number 3.
But I knew I wanted a 3rd child, so I just didn't know when I wanted it.
And I wanted a girl. So I got ready for a little Ruby. But what showed up was a little Nicholas. And even though I did want a girl, I was really glad to have a 3rd boy. I knew I'd save some money.
And I did that one drug-free too.
It was a beautiful experience. And I will never forget the day that they laid that little guy Nick on his mama's chest as he took his first few breaths. It was a super special moment. And we were able to take him home that night, which was Halloween. And I remember that night the boys went trick-or-treating with their grandparents and came home just in time to see their little brother and Nick sat right there on his big brother's lap and watched the World Series that first night. And then we were a family of 5. And things pretty much stayed that way for quite a while.
I love you. I love you. I love you. Yeah, I love you. Yeah.
So with Tyler, Ben, and Nick, we now for the last 8 years have been a family of 5. But recently, something happened.
We were up in Portland last October for Halloween and to celebrate Nick's birthday, and we got to hang out with a really fun family.
What was her name? Mikhail?
Mikhail Monson.
Super awesome family.
Close.
We got some bucket heads here.
Struggling.
Oh, the ninja's got to get his mask on before anybody knows who he is.
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right, everybody look this way. Make whatever face you want to make. What about your monkey head?
That's your face.
Oh, there we go.
The monkey boy.
Super awesome. Which got me thinking.
And then she brought it up to me, and I was like, you're crazy.
Probably. But I was like, can we talk about it and just maybe see if we had space for another edition?
So I said, okay, let's think about it, but nothing too hasty.
And I thought about it.
And then November 15th rolled around.
And I was hasty.
You were really hasty. But I gotta admit, we were probably heavily influenced by how cute he was.
Super cute.
Who do you got there?
My friend Charles.
Your friend Charles.
Charles, do you want a dog? He's about to hold him up for me in the light so I can get a picture of his face. All right, hold him up for me. Oh my goodness.
So originally we thought we might want the same kind of puppy that Mikhail had, which was a
Cavalier King Charles Spaniel.
Think that one likes you?
That's the one right there. That was the one I was holding. That was the big one. Perfect. I just put it in my lap while I play Fortnite.
All right, Mom.
I gotta pause the game.
Thoughts, Mom?
I'm thinking to see if it will work in a bus.
But when we went and looked at them, we realized they had a little too much hair and a little too much shedding for us.
Yeah, way too much shedding.
That's when we heard about something called a Cavapoodle, which was a mix between a poodle and a King Charles Cavalier.
A toy poodle. Teeny tiny.
We met Finn for the first time, we fell in love. He was the cutest little thing you'd ever seen.
I still remember the day that you came.
And so we thought and talked. His dad was a 6-pound toy poodle and his mom was an 8-pound King Charles Cavalier. Both small for their breeds. Therefore, we knew
purebred.
Both purebred, and so we knew that Finn would stay pretty small, which he has. We picked him up the day after Thanksgiving.
How you feeling? I'm kind of excited.
Come on in. Sorry, Christmas is everywhere.
Oh, we love Christmas.
Oh, well, you'll fit in with Molly.
Hi.
Great.
All right, so we're here with our new friend Nelson, and Nelson is the breeder of this cute little guy,
Yes.
Finn. He is going to be our new family member. We're so excited. So we're going to get to know Finn a little bit more and ask some more questions so we can not mess up Finn too bad.
You were so little. For me, it's just a day. Now you're all grown up, tall as a tree, strong as a wolf, but faster than me.
We're so excited for him. Well, we made it home, and it worked out perfectly. What I did is I followed the Cesar Millan model from my reading his book, How to Raise a Perfect Dog. So I just had a little, not rawhide, but the bully sticks that is appropriate for his age. And I just kind of let him have it when he was in the crate and not when he wasn't in the crate. I shut the door and I just sat back there with him. And he kind of crawled up on me and I just said, you know, and then I said, go ahead, go home. And he gradually climbed back in the crate. The first time he went in, he was kind of whiny, and I tried to shut it, and he was kind of scratching at it. So I waited till he stopped whining. Then I opened it, let him come out again, see that he was it would be okay to go in and go out. And then finally, he went back in, and he just kind of curled up, and he started gnawing on his little thing, and then he whined for like 15 seconds when we started driving, stopped, and now we're home. He slept most of the way home. Oh, let's do this.
And then the fun started. We love Finn. I call him Furball. I was just gonna say, we didn't really think that we named the dog Finn when we have a Ben, and it gets really confusing sometimes. Don't rhyme your puppy with a person in it.
We thought about a lot of names. Chewbacca.
Churro. Charlie.
Charlie was his original name. Juan Cena.
Maui.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of good names, but we stuck with Finn. And so our little Finn has grown a little bit.
So neither of us have ever had a dog. We did a lot of research and watched a lot of Cesar 911. But still, it's like becoming a parent. You can research all you want, but you don't know till you know. And we were bringing a puppy home to an RV because Finn lived in an RV with us for almost
2 months.
2 months.
It's 7:43, and the dog, he's taking like 3 naps. He's on the 3rd nap. He didn't even make it to his doggy den. He was so tired. Oh, we are so smitten. Anyways, find out how tonight goes. But so far, barely any whining. Gone potty good.
He's learning how to sit pretty good.
Sitting really good. Turned on the vacuum. I told him to sit. He stayed seated.
He likes to play fetch with his bone. He has this white bone.
Oh, he has a cute little bone he plays fetch with
I got
Molly.
him to eat.
Molly got him to eat.
So far, he's been outside pottying really good.
No!
He went in.
How much? I'm the taxi driver.
That was so cute.
How bad am I at the
We're dorks.
Okay, sorry, this is our dorkiest vlog ever, but
my thing.
that thing is so precious.
I killed you.
Yeah.
We had a trip down to Dallas that he came down to a town with us for, and then we finally made it back to move into the house in mid-January. So he is now here with us. In fact, let me see if I can show him to you.
And this is a purple fin.
I have a...
So it's April Fool's today, so
I have an air horn.
what are you gonna do with it?
Our boys have a friend over and they're playing video games and I'm just gonna blow the air horn.
Wait, Tom.
Why was so bad? Butt cheek on his head. That hurts.
Happy April Fool's Day.
Wait, did you eat my fish?
I thought
Oh, I guess we didn't record the final wrap-up, so come back because there's more. If you were here for the last video before our hiatus, you might have remembered it ending with something wrong with the Jeep. So I gotta update you on that as well. So come back next time. We'll catch you around. Stay free to Freedom family. Subscribe, like, hit the bell so you don't miss anything. And then the next video, we hope to have something really exciting to announce. This is Matt. I'm out.
Benny, who do you got? Oh, he likes you. What do you think, Benny? Yes, he's growing on you a little?